Flutes, it's Mrs. Booth. Hey, I thought I would post a video on how to assemble your instruments just in case you're having trouble with it or you're a virtual student and you weren't in class with us when we went over this. So first of all, you want to make sure that your flute case is the correct direction, which usually means that the latches are pointing at you, and usually that means latches open from the bottom. So you want to make sure they're pointing the correct direction so when you open the case, your instrument doesn't open upside down. My flute case is a little bit different on my flute that I have right now. I have a soft case and then a hard case on the inside. So when you open up your case, take a peek. There are 3 pieces to your flute. There is the head joint. That's the piece that you end up blowing air into. There's the foot joint that goes in the end of your flute. And then the long piece is called the body. When I set up my flute, I pick up the body first. And I never pick up my instrument by a single key or anything. I pick it all up really solidly, very carefully. Body. I usually pick up the head joint next. If you prefer the foot joint picked up next, that's also just fine. So I'll do my head joint first. That goes on the end of the flute with this on it. Head joint goes in. Just nice, careful back and forth motion. And then you want to line up this first key right here on your flute with your tone hole. So I look down my flute really carefully like this. And I make sure that it's lined up as best as I can. You can see that the tone hole is lined up with this first key. So we have that much of our flute put together. Then pick up the head joint, or excuse me, the foot joint, and that goes into the other end of the flute. And this little bar on the foot joint should be in the center of this bottom key on the body. Okay, so it ends up, if you can see it all, looking like this. Okay, and that's how you put a flute together.